Il y a plus amis, ça a craché, le jeu a complètement craché, mais complètement, hein, je veux dire, il a pas déconné, il a dit ouais frère, je te pisse à l'arrêt, il a craché complètement, donc on va continuer là, on va voir un petit peu ce qui se passe. Ouais c'est dommage, hein, c'est dommage qu'il ait craché le jeu, honnêtement. Donc allez, c'est parti les amis, alors attendez, tac, moi je suis un peu désappointé parce que je me dis merde, est-ce que le jeu va recracher, est-ce qu'on va avoir des problèmes encore? Ouais, j'étais chaud pour faire une bonne session là. Encore au moins d'une heure. Bon, c'est pas grave, on va se faire. On va continuer. Oh, donc là, on est à la suite. T'as vu la porte qui a bougé bizarrement. Et comme le jeu a craché, bah, il a fallu tout que je relance. Et que je revienne, bien sûr, c'était jour 6. Il a fallu que je refasse tout le jour 6 pour arriver exactement là où l'on est. Euh, Là où on en est, bien sûr. Donc c'est parti, les amis, on va continuer ça. Alors, attends, faut voir un peu. Hop. Donc je sais plus du tout où il faut aller, hein. Je sais pas ce qu'il faut faire. Enfin. Allons vérifier la pièce et l'équipement que ces crétins ont laissé. Ah, ok, je suis d'accord, mais enfin, ouais, c'est bizarre hein, que le jeu ait craché comme ça. C'est pas la première fois que ça le fait, mais c'est quand même assez spécial. Surtout que j'étais dedans là, hein, tu vois, la porte qui se décale et tout. J'ai avancé un peu, bam, ça a craché. On va voir un petit peu qu'est-ce qu'il en est. En fait, il faut savoir que si jamais ça bug, hein, si jamais t'as un problème, si jamais tu meurs, enfin je sais pas si tu meurs, hein, je sais pas comment ça se passe dans le jeu. Si jamais il t'arrive un truc, il faut que tu recommences du jour. Là, on est jour 6. Et ce qui était pas mal pour la vidéo d'ailleurs. On a fait jour 3, là jour 6. Et là, bon, mais là, comme on est en plus, on continue à faire des vidéos, bien sûr, à bloc. Et donc là, on est à la suite. Attends, fort. Qu'est-ce que cette vidéo posée? Non, parce qu'il me dit de fouiller le. Stone. Ouais, je sais pas, il dit allons vérifier la pièce. Je suis d'accord, mais. Il n'y a pas de souci, monsieur. Allons vérifier la pièce. Attends, on sort, vas-y, c'est quoi la porte a bougé. On va voir, ils sont peut-être sortis. Ah, il s'est passé un truc, il s'est passé un truc de ouf. What? What? Eh, tous les bruits frissons, hein, frère. Là, il me dit vraiment ça, hein. Regarde, allons vérifier la pièce et l'équipement que ces crétins ont laissé. Je sais pas ce qui va se passer, mais il va se passer un truc bizarre, hein, les amis. Je sais pas, là, je suis tellement motivé, je me suis dit, tiens, à la rigueur, on va laisser, on fera ça plus tard, mais. Là, putain, je suis tellement curieux de voir ce qui va se passer. Non, attends. Ce qui se pourrait se passer d'ailleurs. Ça, c'est un. Ah, ah, je peux l'équiper. Là,
Hey!
Ah,
For fuck's sake, Irving!
Oh, what did I do?
ah, ok.
You gave me a heart attack.
Il va pas
Sorry.
bien.
I'll warn you with a carrier pigeon next time.
What?
I'm just curious to know what you found in that room.
You
Vas-y.
should be. You're never gonna believe it.
Ouais, vas-y. Ah, ben jour 7, voilà, ben en fait c'est ce qui s'est passé. Jour 7, ouais. Donc c'était pas mal, hein, c'est pas mal. Les deux premières vidéos étaient quand même pas dégueu. Donc on va faire celle-ci, on va avancer un petit peu, voilà, un petit peu plus. Le jeu est quand même assez sympathique. Je suis assez curieux en fait. On est curieux en fait. Tant qu'on n'a pas vu ce qui se passe, tu vois, ça, on est, voilà. On n'est pas bien parce qu'on sait pas ce qui va se passer. What? Comment ça, c'est Noël ou quoi?
Here I am.
You still there?
Where else should I be?
Did you forget what day it is?
I wouldn't miss Nicole's amazing adventures in the remote mountains for anything.
Irving. Don't tell me you're staying on just for me. Go. I promise not to get into any trouble for the rest of the night.
I already told you. I'm sticking around till you get closure.
Ouais, mais ça va être chaud. Hein.
Thanks.
Merci.
You always do that?
Do what?
Worry about every desperate stranger that knocks on your door.
You're no stranger.
We've never met, Irving. I can't even picture your face.
Ouais,
You've been a part of this place since you were born. You belong here.
c'est
Wow.
bizarre hein, ce gars-là.
I thought I left all this behind. Maybe I still have a ways to go. To be free?
You're making progress. 2 days ago, you would have skinned me alive if I'd called you a country bumpkin.
What tells you I'm not sharpening my knives this very minute?
It's good we're just talking on the phone, then.
Listen, is this contraption really a phone? It feels like a walkie-talkie slash defibrillator.
It's a real phone, and trust me, in a few years, everybody'll have one.
You think? It's easier for me to believe in ghosts than to imagine people being hounded by a phone when they're out and about.
I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't have met you without it.
Ouais, je suis quand même content quand même on ait un retour, tu vois.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Yep, I probably would never have said that either 2 days ago.
Maybe, once this whole thing is over, we could,
We?
me, you, us.
We'll see. It's sure gonna feel weird not to talk to you at least once a day.
Same. Oh, hold on a sec. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Huh? Oh, okay.
You have a good night too, Miss Flattery. Merry Christmas.
Je viens de prendre tu vois le truc en haut là? C'est
To be honest, I never thought I'd spend Christmas like this. Sorry, I was going off on another flashback about the life of Nicole Wilson.
je viens d'avoir un
Christmas
trophée
Eve is
en
the
or.
right time
C'est
to
bizarre.
reminisce.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it too.
yeah. That's what there was, in the end. There was like a strange kind of warmth. Then it all ended. Christmas of '80. Me and my mom were at my aunt's house in Billings, and Leonard was here on his own. While I was pretending that I liked my aunt's sweater, he and she were...
Nicole.
They...
Hey,
And a year later, she killed herself. And what she was carrying, too.
don't be like that.
There you have it. These are my memories, and, Hey, did you hear that?
No? What are you talking about?
Like a clinking.
No. I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I want to check.
Okay.
Ok, ok, ouais, parce que vraiment le jeu, c'est pour ça que j'ai voulu relancer. Je me suis dit, tiens, c'est bien, on va se faire un petit stand-by parce que le jeu a craché, bien sûr. Hein, la dernière vidéo, de ce jeu-là a craché, le jeu a planté carrément. Et j'ai regardé là, tu vois, par exemple, j'ai pris un trophée, il était en or. Le trophée que j'ai était en or. C'est quand même fou. C'est quand même fou parce qu'en plus, pour être honnête, avant que je relance, j'ai regardé au niveau des trophées, je suis à 78% du jeu, gros. Au niveau des trophées. C'est. On va voir, on va voir. Bon, c'est un jeu 20 boules, mais bon. C'est quoi ça? Il se passe un truc là. Il se passe un truc. Ah, il y a plus le bordel là.
Yeah.
J'ai des frissons, frère. À chaque fois.
I was thinking about earlier when I said I was happy to have met you.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to figure out how to tell you. I feel real close to you, Nikki. God, I hear myself talk. I sound like an idiot.
Irving, I don't know what you're trying to say, but right now, I'm dealing with something else.
I want to be there to help you. I'm just a useless voice on the mic.
Believe me, right now, I would also like a little bit more presence.
You know, people get close in lots of ways.
Please, shh, a sec. I'm trying to listen to this noise.
All right, I get that I might be overdoing it. Sorry, I'm a klutz, and sometimes...
Ouais, ouais, ouais,
Irving,
attends,
please,
attends.
shut up. Thanks. Listen, we'll get back to this, but let me figure this out. Where is this sound coming from?
I don't hear anything. Anyway, later.
What the fuck? Ah, j'ai des frissons, mon frère.
Irving, you hear me? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ouais, j'ai encore pris un trophée en or. Waouh, j'ai des frissons là. Tant qu'on sait pas trop ce qu'on va.
Hey, sorry I didn't answer. I was, busy.
Oh, no problem. It's fine.
What'd you want to tell me?
It's this microphone. Sometimes it captures sounds,
What sounds?
whispers.
It could be a draft in the crawl spaces. Hotel's full of them.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. I didn't mean to worry you.
Heads up, and if you sense trouble, just let me know.
Ok, ok. What? Ils viennent là, ils viennent là. Wow.
Found anything?
I can't hear that sound anymore.
It's easy to freak out when you're
Ah,
on
tu
your own up
m'étonnes.
there.
Tu m'étonnes.
Maybe you're right. Who knows, but it seemed so similar to how I remember it.
Hey, don't think about it anymore. If it comes back, we'll try and figure it out.
You know, for a second it was nice to imagine that the past could come back like that. We always had a party on December 23rd. Maybe you heard about it? It's pretty well known in the county.
Sounds amazing.
You should have seen the ballroom back then.
I can almost picture it.
The last time Rachel's family was there, Reverend Foster wasn't as sullen as usual.
And your parents?
My mother had eyes only for Leonard. And I saw he wouldn't stop staring at that girl.
Rachel.
She talked and moved with the grace and confidence of an adult. She wore a dress with a bow on her back. She was so beautiful. Perfect. Fuck. It was the beginning of the end and we were breaking out the champagne.
Nikki,
Sorry, I'm becoming a freaking nostalgic up here.
Non, c'est bon, il faut
Well,
bouger là.
I can't hear that sound anymore, it's gone. I'm gonna look around again and then I'm going to bed.
be careful.
Ok. Ah, jour 8. Ouah. Pour l'instant, en fait, c'est comme dans tous les jeux d'horreur. Tant que tu n'as pas vu à quoi tu as affaire, ça met la pression. Ça met la pression. Et une fois que tu sais à quoi tu as affaire, parce qu'il y a vraiment deux jeux qui m'ont mis la pression. Hein. Donc je savais pas trop. Hein. What the fuck, man. Ça c'est un rêve, ça. Un rêve devenu réalité, ça. Ça va chier les gars, ça va chier, ça va chier. Je sens que ça va partir en couille. J'ai des frissons. Je sens que ça va partir en couille. Enfin, peut-être enfin. Parce qu'il y a vraiment, tant qu'on sait pas sur quoi le jeu te... Tu vois, c'est vraiment du Shining. Tant que le jeu te montre pas un peu le tenant et l'aboutissant, t'es un petit peu dans la merde en fait. Je sais pas où aller. C'est cool. Ah, attends. Là, c'est... Ah. Bon, allez. Je sais pas, hein, ils m'ont rien dit. Hein. Et à mon avis, on va se prendre on va se prendre un truc là. What? J'ai ouvert la porte, c'était... Je suis up, je suis up. Je suis vraiment pas bien. Parce que vraiment dans tous les jeux d'horreur, hein, je les ai tous torchés les jeux d'horreur. Hein. Tant que tu n'as pas vu qu'est-ce que le jeu te propose, tu t'es pas bien. Les sales screenshots pourris sur la gueule. Je sais pas ce qu'il faut faire. Sérieusement, hein, je sais pas ce qu'il faut faire. Je ne sais pas du tout ce qu'il faut faire. Hein. Vraiment, on a toujours un guide. Je ne sais pas ce qu'il faut faire. Je ne sais pas où aller. Ça, je l'ai fait. Ok, je veux pas aller là. C'est- donc là, c'était là où on devait aller. Enfin, c'était là où on était tout à l'heure. Ok. Par contre, je ne sais pas du tout ce qu'il faut faire. Hein. Attends. Merde! Ah, désolé, j'ai quitté comme un con. Je cherchais le tenant et l'aboutissant et en fait, j'ai comme une merde. Continuez. Non mais j'ai pris deux. Non mais il faut savoir à l'heure actuelle que j'ai pris deux trophées en or et que je suis à 78% du jeu. C'est quand même assez étonnant. Ça voudrait dire peut-être que j'ai calaché le jeu avant même de le calacher quoi. Tu vois c'est. Alors, on va voir, on va voir. Bon, le jeu ne fait pas du tout peur. Il y a aucun truc, là, mais bon, ce qui voilà, c'est ce qu'on connaît les amis. Hein. C'est qu'il y a beaucoup d'intrigues, mais on n'a encore rien vu. Et quand tu as rien vu, ça appelle à quoi? Automatiquement à ton. Ça appelle automatiquement à ta façon de voir les choses. Donc il y a. L'imagination est monstrueuse. Monstrueuse. Tant qu'on sait pas un petit peu ce que va être le. Ça m'est arrivé sur deux jeux, hein, vraiment deux jeux d'horreur, parce que je les fais tous les jeux d'horreur. Hein. Deux jeux d'horreur où tu es obligé de faire appel à ton imagination. Ah, voilà, on est obligé de refaire. Bon, tant mieux, je pense que j'ai oublié un truc. Mais tu es obligé de faire appel à ton imagination pour savoir qu'est-ce qui peut en être. Et tant que tu n'as pas vu ce que le jeu te propose, ben. Ah, il faut revenir là peut-être. Peut-être pas, attendez. Je vais essayer, essayer. Il doit y avoir un truc ici. Il doit y avoir un truc ici, c'est obligé. Je suis parti trop vite ici. Ah, les gens qui dormaient ici. Ah, ah c'est la bouteille. Comment la bouteille du gars? Chercheur de fantômes. Là. Ok. Là aussi alors. Ok. Ok, donc là on rate rien. L'orgue, j'ai beau appuyer dessus, il se passe rien. Ok, donc là je reviens ici. Ah, oula, ça joue la marelle. On n'avait pas vu ça. Ça joue à la marelle là. Donc c'est bien. Ah. Je ne sais pas du tout où il faut aller. Je ne sais pas, hein, le jeu te dit pas du tout ce qu'il faut faire. C'est démerde-toi.com. Ici c'est fermé. Ici on a fait l'intrigue. En tout cas ça fait plaisir d'avoir un petit jeu d'horreur aussi. Mais ce qui me paraît bizarre c'est qu'au bout de plus de 2 heures et demie de jeu, on n'est pas encore d'intrigue, enfin pas encore de fantômes ou de démons qui cassent les couilles, tu vois. Ce qui m'étonne moi-même. Alors attends. Parce que là ce qui m'étonne aussi c'est que on te dit pas ce qu'il faut faire. Mais vraiment pas. On te dit pas ce qu'il faut faire. Hein. Alors attends, je vais remonter, on va aller voir un petit peu qu'est-ce qui se passe. C'est quoi ça? Je t'en connais. J'ai des frissons, ouais. J'ai des frissons parce que sérieusement, c'est pas des conneries. Ah, c'est quoi cette pièce là? Je connais pas cette pièce. Fichier de sorcière de l'hôtel. Ok. C'est génial, c'est génial, c'est génial. Ok, ok, ok. Ça m'intéresse pas du tout. Ok. Ah, on revient là. Il y a des bruits bizarres quand même. Il y a vraiment des bruits bizarres. Attendez, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait tout à l'heure? J'ai suivi ici le truc. Ça avait craché, c'est ici que ça avait craché. On a relancé la vidéo. Et je me suis dit inconsciemment, ils ont dû se barrer. Ouais. Je sais pas où elle est. Honnêtement, je sais pas où elle est. Ah. Ah. Ouais, ce qu'ils nous proposent un petit peu aussi les... On va rester ici. Et pourquoi on s'est retrouvé ça je comprends pas. Non, là on l'a fait. Je sais pas où aller. Honnêtement, je sais pas du tout. Je sais pas du tout quoi faire. On était où? On était là. Pourquoi il nous met là en fait? C'est ça que je comprends pas. Je comprends pas pourquoi ils nous mettent ici. À la base. Hein. Bon, j'appuie sur tous les boutons en ce moment et il se passe absolument rien. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas quoi faire. Techniquement, il te dit d'aller là. Ah, alors, choper les... On va essayer d'aller à tâtons. Alors là on passe ici. Ok. je sais pas quoi faire, hein. Maintenant, je sais pas quoi faire. C'est un truc de ouf. Ah. Je ne sais pas quoi faire. C'est un truc de ouf. Sérieusement, je sais pas quoi faire. Je suis paumé, comme jamais. En fait, le jeu te dit pas ce qu'il faut faire en fait. C'est ça que...
Irving?
Merry Christmas, Nikki! Ho, ho, ho! It's a little late for holiday greetings, but I expected that.
What?
Well, I thought you were calling to... Hey, is everything okay?
Yes. I mean, I don't think so. No.
What happened?
I think I sleepwalked.
Like in the old Laurel and Hardy movies?
I'm serious. I woke up in church, standing in front of the lectern.
Wow. Does that happen a lot?
No!
One doesn't just become a sleepwalker from one day to the next.
It used to happen when I lived here. One time in February, I ended up outside.
But no parent leaves the doors unlocked if their kid sleepwalks.
I never told anyone.
Sleepwalking episodes are common in children.
That's not the point. I forgot all about it. Then I come back here and it happens again. If I ended up in that church, maybe there's a reason.
Sometimes following your instinct is the best thing.
Yeah. I'll do that. Oh, Irving?
Yeah?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nikki.
Ok. Là, j'ai récupéré mon... Ouais, voilà. J'ai récupéré ça. Je sais pas du tout où il faut aller. C'est génial. Et je vais retourner là-bas, en fait. Je m'en bats les couilles, je vais retourner... Ouais, c'est... Cette putain d'église. Frère, je suis up. Je sais pas ce qu'on est en train de faire, mais on est en train de le faire. Honnêtement,
Hi.
I was thinking, there really could be a repressed reason as to why you ended up there.
ouais, t'es sûr?
So you've come to the conclusion that I'm not crazy?
Never thought that. Well, at least not in this case.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, language, Sister Nicole.
All right. So, if I think about the church, I think about my mother. She often helped Reverend Foster. She decorated for holidays, did fundraising, and put up booths to involve the whole community in parish activities, you know, that kind of stuff.
I know what you mean.
I think she found gratification in doing that, something she didn't get elsewhere, including the hotel. When we moved to Portland, she quit.
Fundraising?
God.
I gather you didn't exactly have a high opinion of your mother when you were a kid.
Well, she was really busy with the hotel. I was always running after Leonard. He was much more fun than she was, no doubt about it. He was a philosopher capable of calculating the motion of celestial bodies while taking apart and refitting a motorcycle in less than half an hour.
What about her?
In the same half hour, she could have audited a business balance sheet. There you go.
Ah, a businesswoman.
No. What I understood later, living in such proximity to her, is that Mom loved feeling needed.
A religious community like ours makes you feel needed, without a doubt.
I suppose.
Ah ouais, ok. C'est plus de merde. Ok. Attends, il y a un truc, faut que je déconne là, il y a un truc. Je reviens là où j'étais.
Nikki?
When there was a party, my mother always got out the usual streamers and decorations and stuff. She raced in and out of the church, but I never discovered where she kept all those things.
Never asked?
Oh, a million times. She didn't want to answer. She said they were in a safe place. A real mystery.
What kind of decorations could they have possibly been?
Nothing explosive. It's just that I had the bad habit of sneaking all over the place and forgetting what time it was. There was that huge lady, the assistant cook, Mrs. Bryce. She used to get so mad.
A judicious girl.
They promised to reveal the secret storeroom when I got older, but I must have forgotten.
The mystery of the secret storeroom. Ooh, sounds good.
The riddle!
What are you talking about?
Leonard was never good at keeping secrets, but he taught me a riddle to get there.
Can you remember it?
Incredible. Yes. Oh, something like, down the stairs, watch your step, don't fall apart or it's your end, round a corner, turn around, there's your way in front of you. All that's closed can be open too if you see beyond its looks. But how can I remember it? How... it's... I...
Wow. Total mystery. Want to play?
Yes, I need to think about it. I have no idea what it means. I'll call you if anything comes to mind.
Génial. Ah. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Hey! What is it? Retard. Ah, une please.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Found the mystery decorations?
No. No decorations.
Is everything okay?
I found something.
What?
What is it?
It's like someone built some kind of bedroom. Irving, you there?
Of course, yeah. What bedroom? Tell me what you see.
Okay. There's some windows.
Dessiné sur les
Drawn on
murs.
the walls. Books. Sheet music. A pink bed. It's like a kid's room.
No way.
This place
Personne.
doesn't make sense. No one would live down here.
Bien sûr.
Nicole, Nikki, I think you should get out of there now.
Oh, wait. There's got to be an explanation.
Okay, that's it. Now I'm calling the head office of Billings. I'm telling them it's a code red emergency, so they'll have to...
Jesus Christ, Irving.
What?
This is all Rachel's stuff. Understand? It's her room, a replica.
Ah ouais, c'est bizarre. Ouais.
You don't know that. You can't know what her room looked like.
Everything here reminds me of her. Let me look around. I'm sure I'll find an explanation.
But my other hand's on the red phone.
Keep it there, but don't make the call. I need to figure out what's going on here.
Did you get out of there?
You know by any chance if Rachel wore a retainer?
Maybe. There was an article saying they hadn't found it at the site of the suicide.
I remember. She always made a horrible noise when she clipped it onto her palate with her tongue.
What does Rachel's retainer have to do with anything?
I found a box. It could be hers.
Why should someone keep a 10-year-old retainer?
Maybe they're not just keeping it. Maybe they're using it. The box is empty.
No
What?
way. I can't...
Let me go on.
C'est vrai que c'est quand même bizarre. Hein.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have to call someone. You have to get out of there right now.
No. I found a key. It's from my old music box. The one in Leonard's room.
I'm having a hard time following.
If everything in here is Rachel's, then why is my music box's key here?
I don't know and I don't want to know. Tell you what I think? Someone could have been in your room.
It doesn't matter.
How can you be so calm?
If someone was in there, he's not here now. I need to grab the chance to figure out what the hell is going on, or went on, here.
Ok. Ok. Tu dois tirer ta chance, mais... Merde.
Yes.
Nicole, listen. I already know what you're gonna say, but please trust me. Get out of there.
Please, you're not helping.
You do realize you found the replica of a dead girl's bedroom. This is sick. This is
The more things get freaky, bizarre, and painful, the more I need to figure out why all of this...
We'll figure it out. With the sheriff. Once you're out of there, into a safe hotel room in town. Please, just...
Listen, a bunch of strange things happened since I got here. Think about it. Phone calls on a dead line, old lipsticks that don't go bad. Leonard's notes where he says he saw a girl that's supposedly been dead for 10 years, and now this!
All good reasons to get out of there. We both agree that saving your skin is top priority, right?
I've looked over every inch of this place, and there's no one.
If it's true, you realize what that means.
What? What are you trying to tell me?
Your father... He spent years in there. In total solitude. With the weight of his family and Rachel on his conscience. He wasn't the kind of guy to just let the past slide with a shrug. You know that too.
You're joking, right? You think he did this?
Think about it. That room could be an act of love. Distorted, even morbid, but in his eyes...
How dare you? My father might have had a lot of weaknesses, but surely what you're saying... Leave out that he cheated on my mom. Leave out that he fell in love with a 16-year-old, but fucking hell, don't you dare even think that! He would never have built a fucking underground shrine for a dead person.
Your father had changed in the end. You didn't spend time with him, but I met him, and I'm telling you.
No! I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
I just want you to know that...
If you don't want to help discover the truth, don't call me.
Allez, casse pas les couilles. Alors, ouais, il commence à nous péter les couilles. Enfin, ouais, je pense qu'il a raison, mais... La clé que j'ai trouvée appartient à la boîte à musique dans la chambre de Léonard. Je vais l'ouvrir. La boîte de Léonard. La boîte de Léonard.
Asshole. How dare you? You don't know shit. You don't know fuck. Finally, a bit of peace and quiet. It'll help me clear my head without those incessant phone calls. I'm not a fucking switchboard, for fuck's sake. Okay, let me piece things together. I just found out there's a room dedicated to Rachel Foster in my father's hotel. Maybe with items from her real room. Holy Jesus, that's freaky. Some people think she didn't commit suicide, and some even think she's still alive. Maybe if I think through my steps, I can work something out. First thing, the phone call. They said Rachel isn't dead. Then, the lipstick from 10 years ago turns up, still good. And then, my father's various notes where he says he still sees her. If that were true, it might explain the sighting by her friend here in the Timberline. And now I find her retainer box, but no retainer. That room might not be a reconstruction. If Rachel didn't kill herself, Rachel could have lived here. But if she's still alive, why doesn't she tell her parents? Unless they're all in cahoots. No suicide, no Timberline money. No, I'm just being paranoid. And then there'd be no reason for her to live in a fucking underground replica of her room. My key in the middle of Rachel's stuff. Is it a message? Where do I fit in? Are you trying to tell me something, Dad? My music box with the hockey player. I don't think I have the guts to hear that tune again. But I must.
Ok, ouais. Alors attends, y a pas de souci, mais il faut aller où là? Fuck off. Il faut aller où? De Léonard. Léonard, je sais plus où il est. Je sais plus où il est. Léonard. C'est pas la chambre de Léonard, ça? Oula. Oula. Calmez-vous. Ouais, s'il vous plaît, calmez-vous. Merci. Pouah. Léonard, c'est pas là? Non, c'est pas là. Attends, la chambre de Léonard, normalement, c'est pas la chambre. Putain, j'étais à la chambre de Léonard en plus. Merde, je sais plus où elle est. Je sais plus où elle est. La chambre de Léonard, je sais plus où elle est. Ah, la chambre de Léonard, c'est peut-être cette chambre-là.
The 27th of December, 1983. The hockey finals at Missoula. Us against Cold Springs High. We won by sudden death after a 3-hour game, and I got the medal for the most number of face-offs won. According to the papers, that was the night Rachel killed herself. Coming home, Mom barely had the time to pull into the garage, that I was already racing up to you, waving the medal in your face, Daddy. I was so happy. But you had other things on your mind, right? And you and Mom started fighting. Voices getting louder. That long silence when she comes down the stairs with the suitcases and Mrs. Bryce tries to stop her. Mom's car stays here, and we leave with my Uncle John's. I never found out what started that fight. Mom never wanted to talk about it. Are you trying to, Daddy?
Ok. Ok, pour l'instant on a absolument rien de glauque, hein. Vraiment glauque. Par contre c'est très bien fait parce que la session frisson, j'en ai eu une petite dizaine, hein. Et si tu suis le jeu depuis le début, t'es obligé d'avoir des frissons. Voilà, avec le son et tout derrière. Tu te dis merde, qu'est-ce qui va se passer? Nanana. Et une session frisson parce que tu te fais une idée, une idée, absolument une idée de ce qui va se passer en fait. Et c'est ça qui est dans les jeux vidéo, dans les jeux d'horreur, c'est que tant que tu n'as pas vu le tenant et l'aboutissant, tu te fais des idées. Et c'est ça qui te donne des frissons. Et une fois que tu as l'aboutissant du jeu, là, c'est un peu plus, c'est moins fantastique. En fait, c'est vraiment moins fantastique. Et, pour l'instant, on l'a pas. Donc, avant que je fasse porte contaminée, je vais, attends, je vais appuyer. Parce que ce qui m'étonne, c'est que je vais faire un petit truc, les gars. Attendez, hop, hop, je vais faire ça. Attendez, ça. Hmm. Alors, je suis à les amis. On va laisser le jeu se faire. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de trophées, je suis à 63% du jeu. Voilà. Ouais, les amis, je suis à 63% du jeu, déjà quand même, c'est quand même pas mal. Donc là, on va continuer le jeu. Et par contre, je vais aller pisser, je reviens, les amis. Et là, let's go les amis, après avoir pissé comme un porc. Let's go pour la suite. Ouh, il y a un petit son fort. C'est bizarre parce qu'on a rien, hein. On a rien. À 63%, 63% du jeu, on a rien. C'est ça quand même. Allez.
Irving,
Finally.
I know I told you to go to hell.
I was dying on this chair.
You're right. That room freaked me out. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of the story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Je fais tout sans personne. Ouais.
Maybe me. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
Ok. La mesa. La mesa. Oh, je suis envie d'aller voir dans la mesa, c'est au centre que les meilleures choses trouvent leur place. Ok, on va voir ça. Donc c'est au rez-de-chaussée. Il va se passer un truc. On est là, hein. Hall. Je suis où là? En fait, ce qui est con, c'est qu'on voit pas, on voit pas où on est en fait. Je ferais mieux d'aller voir dans la mesa. C'est au mesa. Mezzanine là. C'est au centre que les meilleures choses trouvent leur place. Ok. Alors attends, on va essayer là. C'est là, hein. On est là, hein. US 10, US 10, mais quel PGM? Bon, t'es vraiment trop un PGM. Oula, ouh là 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 là. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Bonjour.
Irving?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare. There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
What? What the fuck? Il s'est passé quoi là? Il y a eu un boubichard. Alors attends, laisse-moi passer, laisse-moi passer. Et cassez pas les couilles, hein. Il y a un truc chelou qui se passe là. De nuit, je préfère rester là, hein. Honnêtement. À moi, c'est une petite pièce sécure.
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What? Are you drunk?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Qu'est-ce qui se cache derrière la porte verrou du deuxième étage? Ok, on monte. Je m'en bats les couilles. Ça a sonné, je me casse. Je me casse. Alors. First floor, second étage. Ah, c'est ouvert. J'y vais. J'y vais, je suis un bonhomme.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What?
Ah, ça veut dire quoi ça?
What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory, painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls, under the floorboards. They creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me? I...
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
What do you want to do now?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father... oh, his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer that shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her for real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was... your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
Irving,
Ouais,
Where are you
déjà, le
right
mec
now?
qui te parle dans ce truc-là, c'est
The day
chaud.
my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
it was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to understand.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going. To get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in
talking
the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel was saying, Nikki. She's here.
Meurtrière. Ok. Une clé, je me casse. Va dans la voiture de Claire. Ok. What the fuck?
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Il est temps que j'ouvre la dernière porte. Ok, la laver. Ok. La laver. Alors, la laver. Je sais qu'il y a une machine pour laver. Il y a une session machine. Session machine. Ah, ça. Laver, c'est voilà. J'ai fait le tour, gentiment. Et il y a plein de machines à laver. C'est bizarre qu'on soit obligé de...
Oh God. How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
No. I I don't...
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't... I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God.
Voilà.
She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
You're the only one left. Don't leave me here alone. I'm scared.
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
Irving? Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you?
Alone.
Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you get...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What?
What?
Damned interference. I didn't catch it. What
Voilà,
did you
c'est
say?
bizarre, c'est bizarre.
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home. And I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. Oh, there's also my team.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day. But they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice.
T'as une demande d'utiliser, j'utilise pas. Le problème c'est que, tu sais, au niveau mécanique, il faut quand même faire un effort. On va quand même essayer de... Parce que c'est sûrement la fin du jeu, mais j'ai beaucoup de choses à dire sur ce jeu. Bon, il vaut que 20 euros, hein. Il vaut que 20 euros, mais il y a quand même...
I'll stay here with you,
Ah,
Daddy. Mom, we will bring back the Timberline to its fortune together.
t'as vu, j'ai pas appuyé.
We'll be happy again. All together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger.
J'ai pas appuyé sur le bouton. Ouais, alors peut-être que j'ai sauvé la vie de la gonzesse. Ok, je vais chargement les gars. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut retenir de ce jeu? Alors ce jeu m'a mis des frissons. En pensant que t'allais, pour tous les gens connaisseurs de jeux d'horreur, hein, bien sûr, ce jeu te mettra pas du tout de frissons si tu n'as pas joué à des jeux d'horreur, hein, comme on a fait. Mais il te mettra des frissons que si tu as, voilà, que si grâce au jeu d'horreur précédent, voilà. Par contre, l'histoire, c'est platonique. Honnêtement, c'est platonique. L'histoire est vraiment platonique à bloc. Enfin, tu te dis, ouais, il va se passer un truc. En fait, il se passe jamais rien, mais jamais rien jusqu'au bout. Là, je n'ai pas appuyé, tu vois, sur le. Je n'ai pas appuyé, donc c'était une fin différente que l'on a faite. Parce que quand on, moi, c'est je suis en règle générale quand on me propose, je dispose, tu vois. C'est mon côté à moi. Si on me propose d'appuyer ou pas, c'est qu'on a le choix. Donc je l'appuie pas pour voir un peu ce qui se passe. Et voilà, on a une fin qui n'est pas forcément la fin du jeu. C'est-à-dire si j'ai pas pris le truc. Mais en tout cas, le seul truc que je peux retenir dans ce jeu, c'est que on a toujours pensé qu'il allait se passer quelque chose. Et malheureusement, c'est plat. C'est plat tout le long. C'est ça qui est fort en fait. C'est ça qui est très très fort dans ce jeu, c'est que Bon, bien sûr, pour ceux qui ont fait des jeux d'horreur, beaucoup de jeux d'horreur comme moi, c'est qu'il se passe toujours des trucs. Dans ce jeu, il se passe rien, frère, mais du début jusqu'à la fin. Vraiment, c'est même dommage que le jeu ait craché parce que ça me fait 2 vidéos sur la chaîne. Au moins, on aurait pu englober ça d'un coup, là, bim bam boum, emballer, c'est pesé. Parce que ce jeu n'a aucun intérêt, n'a aucun attrait. Il y a beaucoup de choses sympathiques, de petits sons, nanana. Enfin, il y a pas beaucoup de choses. Il y a des choses sympathiques à relever quand tu as vraiment l'habitude de jouer à des jeux d'horreur. Mais sinon, si tu joues, si c'est ton premier jeu d'horreur, tu finis le jeu, tu rigoles et tu dis quel jeu de merde, quel jeu de merde, bien sûr. Ouais, franchement, parce que finalement, c'est un jeu de merde en fait. Hein. C'est nul, hein. C'est nul à chier. Bon, ça vaut 20 euros. Et pour des jeux à 20 euros d'horreur, je m'en suis tapé des meilleurs. Mais quand je te dis des meilleurs, quand je te dis des meilleurs, c'est vraiment des meilleurs. Hein, celui-là, il y a vraiment aucune. Ouais, il y a que des frissons où tu dis il va se passer un truc, il va se passer un truc. Non, il se passe rien. C'est plat jusqu'au bout. Mais le fait qu'il va se passer un truc, voilà. Par contre, si ce jeu fait un deuxième opus, moi je serai pas présent, hein, ça c'est sûr. Je serai pas présent pour le deuxième opus. Pourquoi? Parce que ben, finalement, je connais la mécanique et c'est nul à chier, bien sûr. Hein. Nul à chier de A à Z dans le sens où merci, on remerciera ce jeu-là. Enfin, ce jeu-là pourra remercier tous ceux qui ont, tous les créateurs de jeux d'horreur qui ont pu donner donner quoi, une déstabilisation des joueurs. T'es déstabilisé sur les sons, tu vas se passer un truc. Et en fait, non, enfin, dans les jeux, il se passe quelque chose. Là, dans les jeux d'horreur, il se passe quelque chose. Là, il se passe rien. Mais du début jusqu'à la fin, quoi. C'est pourri. Même moi, j'ai fait une petite anecdote sur les trophées. Attendez, je regarde les trophées. Je vais vous dire les trophées, les gars. Les trophées, hein. Alors, ah, je suis à 81. Bon, les amis, je suis, les amis, je suis à 81% de trophées sur ce jeu. Tu vois, c'est quand même. C'est-à-dire qu'il y a un ou deux trophées que j'ai pas fait. Enfin, il y a un trophée que j'ai pas fait qui fera le deuxième, qui fera le 100%, qui platinera le jeu. En fait, il y a un trophée que j'ai pas fait. Je sais pas lequel c'est, mais ça ne m'intéresse pas du tout parce que c'est vraiment d'avoir fait tout le jeu, voilà quoi. Je pensais qu'on allait voilà qu'il allait se passer il allait se passer quelque chose et en fait le pouvoir de ce jeu c'est que ça te donne, il te reste en haleine jusqu'au bout. Il va se passer un truc. En fait non, il se passe rien. Frère, il t'a niqué jusqu'à la moelle épinière. Enfin moi le premier hein, je me suis fait niquer parce que je pensais qu'il allait se passer vraiment quelque chose. On allait voilà, mais non, en fait il y a rien. Il y a rien du tout. Mais vraiment rien, c'est plat, 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 plat. Et s'ils en font un deuxième, moi je serai pas présent. Voilà les amis, on va s'arrêter là. Je vais jeter ce jeu à la benne et on continuera sur de prochains jeux en équipe ou en solo, bien sûr les amis. Ciao ciao les amis.